This is the site of the 1777 Battle of Oriskany during the American Revolution. This battle, within the Saratoga Campaign, served as a turning point in the Patriots' fight for independence from Great Britain. Many revolutions serve as turning points throughout history. Keep in mind that there can be political, economic, or social revolutions. Let's take a look at a few important revolutions and turning points in global history. Before the Neolithic Revolution, people were hunters and gatherers. They were forced to move in search for food. Around 10,000 BC, however, the Neolithic Revolution changed the way people lived. People discovered ways to domesticate animals and farm. After this event, people no longer had to move in search of food, and as a result, permanent settlements were established. In 1215, the English nobility forced King John to sign the Magna Carta, a charter that limited the king's power and required him to share power with the Parliament. In 1688, the Glorious Revolution overthrew King James II. William and Mary were placed on the throne, but not before signing the English Bill of Rights, which established that England would have a limited monarchy, unlike several other European nations that had absolute monarchies. In 1789, the French Revolution took place. Prior to this revolution, King Louis XVI ruled under absolute power. France was divided between social classes called estates. The first estate was the clergy, the second estate was the nobility, and the third estate, 97% of the population, included everyone else, from peasants to members of the bourgeoisie, the middle class. The third estate faced unfair taxes, unfair representation, and unfair land distribution, in addition to war and hunger. Inspired by the ideas of the Enlightenment, the third estate rebelled. Though it went through many stages, the French Revolution introduced ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity to France, and paved the way for a republic based on democratic ideals. Around 1750, Britain experienced the Industrial Revolution. Before this revolution, goods were produced by hand at home under a system called cottage industry. The Industrial Revolution produced the factory system. Goods were now made in factories by machines powered by steam. Many people flocked to the cities for jobs. Women and children toiled in poor working conditions. These changes prompted the growth of laissez-faire capitalism, as well as social and labor reforms. The Industrial Revolution also served as the backdrop for Karl Marx's theory of Marxist socialism. In 1917, the Russian or Bolshevik Revolution occurred. Before this revolution, Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia under autocratic rule. Nicholas failed to see the needs of his people. Many were hungry and tired of war. Many rallied behind Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks. As a result of this revolution, Russia became the first communist nation in the world. Prior to the 1979 Iranian Islamic Revolution, Iran was ruled under Shah Pahlavi, who ruled as a dictator. He westernized and modernized Iran, but many felt he was corrupt and failed to meet the needs of his people. The revolution was led by Ayatollah Khomeini and resulted in Iran becoming an Islamic fundamentalist state governed by Islamic law. The new government banned all Western influence and took away many rights for women. Other significant turning points in history include the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Turks in 1453, the voyages of Christopher Columbus in 1492 that introduced the Old World to the New World, Mao's 1949 Communist Revolution in China, the 1989 falling of the Berlin Wall, the end of apartheid in South Africa in 1990, and the 1991 collapse of the Soviet Union. For better or worse, major events have changed the course of history. When looking at turning points or revolutions in global history, ask yourself, what was the situation before the event? And how was the situation changed by the event? If you're asked to write an essay about revolutions or turning points, be sure to add additional information answering the questions who, what, when, where, why, and how.